Good morning students. Today in the zoology class of class 10 we will discuss about the chapter 8, how do organism reproduce. Okay, how do organism reproduce? That means in this chapter there botany part also having, zoology part both having, both every living organism reproduces. What is reproduction? A new one formation, because every living organisms, they remain in this earth for a limited period of time. They have a limited lifespan. After that they will again decline. So if new one not present, then what will happen? New one again gradually grow, then again decline. So if new one will not produced by them, then what will happen? That species gradually extinct from this world. Like the dinosaurs and other species, they gradually extinct because they have lost their reproduction capacity. Okay, so what if the reproduction can play a very vital role in maintaining a generation of a species. Okay, if reproduction stop, the species gradually at a time it will extinct. Okay, it will go away from this world. So that's why if reproduction, then continued by the species, otherwise gradually that species will decline. So reproduction play a very vital role in maintaining a generation of a species. Every living organism, all living organisms, you may see the plants also, plant reproductive organ, what already in botany part they will discuss. The flower is the reproductive. They are male female parts, both present, sometimes one separate. But in case of human, we will discuss about the in page 185. There we see reproduction in human biology, human being. That is only in the zoology part. Okay, others botany part they will discuss how plants reproduce, but here reproduction, especially in the zoology part, is human beings, how human reproduces. Human, actually what will happen, all of you know that highly evolved, highly developed among the mammals. Among the mammals, all mammal also reproduce by the sexual reproduction. That means they produce specific sex cells or gamete or reproducing cells. Through these cells, when they unite, they will able to form the new one. So sexual reproduction, their specific cells are needed, which are called as the sex cell, reproducing cells, or gamete or germ cell. Those you say. Their specific cell will produce at a certain level of time in their lifespan. At that time, if their power of reproduction attained, then at that time that cell will formed by specific reproductive organ or gonads by both male and female. Because male and female in case of human beings, sexual dimorphism, that means male separate, female also separate. They produced their own sex cells or reproducing cells or gamete or germ cells. There are specific reproducing cells, they are produced by them. Okay, and male female separate, sexual dimorphism. Okay, unisexual, male female. But in case of flower, you may say that they are bisexual flower also, hibiscus, both male female reproductive organ present in the same flower. But in case you compare it the human here what will happen, there is sexual dimorphism, male separate, female separate. There only due to one specific chromosome, actually it is called the sex. Male female others okay, but due to one pair of chromosome the sex becomes changed. One becomes male, one becomes female. Okay, that is very much actually sexual dimorphism or sexual, if they will separate, then what will happen, very there several advantages also present. Several advantages they are having. Okay, variations, all are not different, variation, more variation take place. Okay, because you see reproducing cells, those having body produce at a certain period of time. That means in male 13 onwards or female 11 onwards or 12 onwards, if the specific hormone released by the brain, which is called actually gonadotropin releasing hormone, they affect the concerning reproductive organ of male and female, and due to which that organ, okay, that organ or gonad, male or female, one pair of, in case of male, one pair of testis present in the lower part, okay, and females one pair of ovary present in the abdomen. They produce that reproducing cells. Okay, they produces what? Reproducing cells. Male reproducing cell is called as sperm. Female reproductive cell is called as the ovum or egg. When these cells, when they shall unite, okay, then what will happen? New one will form. Then a specific cell will form, which is called as a zygote. After they form the zygote inside the female uterus, the embryo. Then after that, the baby will finally forms. Okay, the baby will finally. In such a way, the human population continues till today. Okay, so male and female, both sexes are different. Those human beings, what is the difference between them? Male and female due to a sex chromosome. Bodily chromosome and one chromosome inside the cell. We know that nucleus cell structure, you know it. Cell cytoplasm, then inside the nucleus. Nucleus is the main hereditary material present. What is that? There are genes, chromosomes present. Human have a specific number of chromosomes. All of you know that 46 number of 23rd pair. Among them 23rd pair, one pair, 22 pair bodily character. One pair will able to detect male or female. Okay, male or female. Sex chromosome. Another way, see, body those chromosome having. Suppose in your body cell, if you can't any repair, this is a mitotic cell division. And gamete cell always produced by meiotic cell division, because in gametes, chromosome number reduced to half. Suppose your body cells 46 number of chromosome, 23rd pair, but in gamete, reproducing cells, those are produced by male and female. That means male sperm and female egg, their chromosome number what? Only in 23, not number. Then again 23, 23 one unite, then it will form able to form the human species. Otherwise, no, 46 should be constant, because chromosome number always constant for a species. So body cell divide by the mitotic cell division, but gametes or reproducing cells are inside the reproductive organ of male and female produced by meiosis cell division, which are called as the germ cells or gamete, okay, or reproducing cells or sex cells. Those you miss. Male produces sperm, female produces ovum. Okay, that is about the they will able to form at their sexual maturity. When body will able to attain the power of reproduction, then they will produce. Now, firstly, you see male and female reproductive system. You know, male produces reproductive system. Actually, what happened? They before the birth, the organ just formed. Male reproductive organ and female organ already inside the baby they are formed, but they will not work. They will start to work. They will take time. Male from the birth to up to 13 onwards, 13 years it will take. After 13 it will vary according to their genetic makeup, and female also after 11 or 12 onwards, 12 to onwards or 14 onwards. Sometimes it will vary, 12 onwards to up to 14 or 13 onwards to up to 15. They, what will happen? Under the influence of the hormone released by the brain, they start to produce reproducing cells. The male reproductive system is consist of, you know, what is this is the male reproductive system you see. Male reproductive system is consist of one pair of testes. Testes what will happen in the lower abdomen part near the pelvic region. One you see there one pair of testes present. Testes, inside of which actually male reproducing cells are formed. And testis always covered by there is a pus which is called as the scrotum. Here you see scrotum. Inside the scrotum, one testis is present. It will active when they will get the sexual maturity. 13 onwards or 15 onwards, the testis will start to produce the what? Male gamete sperm. And also under the influence of the hormone, when the sperm production going on at that time, did a specific hormone released by the testis, which is called a male sex hormone, that is called as testosterone. Due to the testosterone hormone, male shows secondary sexual characters. Not only sperm production, they shows the secondary sexual characters, like their mustache develop, voice changes, arms, their hair, pubic hair, etc. They show some sexual maturity at that time. Firstly, it is a very strong stage when the hormones come. After that, it get the adult, stable. In a first period, actually called as the when the hormones just arrives. Later, there's some years that period is called as adolescence. Strom and stress, new hormones comes. and male start to show the male sex characters like the what? Mustard development, voice changes, oily skin, pimple appears. Okay, these are the male sex character, voice changes, and testis also start to produce male gamete sperm. Okay, so the male reproductive system is consist of what you see, one pair of testis go to my target, that means testis inside the scrotum. Why? Because scrotum there is a post inside which one pair of testis, okay, just the egg like oval shaped one pair of testis remains inside. They formed by birth, but now it will active under the influence of the hormone released by the brain. It will start to produce sperm by meiosis division. Okay, these are microscopic cells, haploid, and another you see it will start to produce testosterone hormone also, due to which male shows the secondary sexual characters. Okay, one pair of when the sperms are formed inside the testis, it will carried by a duct. It will carried by a one pair of duct. That's why that duct is called as the sperm duct or vas deferens. That duct is called as the sperm duct or vas deferens, which carry the sperm from the testis. Reproducing cells, and male reproductive cells, next I will again discuss the matter. Male reproductive cells are motiles. Though this is a cell, haploid cell, but it will convert into motile form. That means head, middle piece and tail, it can swim. Because male gamete should go to the female genital tract to fertilize the female germ cells, ovum or egg. That's why it is a motile necessary. Round cell convert into motile form, it will swim, it can swim. Okay, now you see one pair of testis, one pair of sperm duct you see go. Then essentially when the sperm duct goes, it goes just nearby the urinary bladder. Urinary bladder, that means kidney they're connected to through the urethra to the urinary bladder. And urinary bladder there another part, one sperm small tube which is called the urethra, which joins to the this one vas deferens, because male have a common urogenital system. That means reproduction cells, reproducing cells, sperm and urine also goes out to the outside to the same genital tract finally. Same genital tract. So male also copulatory organ is penis. So through this penis, sperm also released and urine also goes. That's why urinary bladder joins to this vas deferens. Okay, so at the time what will happen, when this vas deferens goes or sperm duct near the urethra is joined with it, and as a common urethra, that means urethra is join it and finally goes out through the penis. When it goes out, at that time some accessory glands also meet with them, they are duct. This one vas deferens. There you see duct, specific gland, one pair, two pair, three pair, which is called as the seminal vesicle, which secretes the nutrients, because here is sperm present. So sperm should survive today, they should provide nutrient, they should some medium. So for that purpose, these glands secrete some juices in which the sperm can survive. The sperm with their juices actually called as the semen, which are released by the male at the time of sexual maturity. And when these glands go, duct goes, then what will happen? Number one, seminal vesicle, it secretes juices to here. Secondly, prostate gland, and also having bulbourethral gland, Cowper's glands, such like glands will meet. Which what will happen? Prostate gland, seminal vesicle, bulbourethral glands, Cowper's glands. These glands secrete the juices to the sperm. So due to which the sperm becomes active. Okay? Becomes active, alkaline in nature, and sperm can survive in the liquid. And by joining with the urethra as a common duct, it goes out through this male copulatory organ. This is called as the gland penis, through which it will at the time sexual tendency it becomes erect, because it should be hard, because it should release the semen to the female genital tract at the time of reproduction. That's why it becomes hard. Okay, and at the time of release of semen with the reproducing cells is sperm, which while it released by it become erect. Okay, and also urine also goes out. So at the time, all time it not become erect. At the time of sexual thinking but sexual purpose, at that time it will become erect, because when it react, it will gradually release the sperm through this. So it is a copulatory organ. It also have provides copulation. That means it inside the female genital tract, it is able to release the sperm. When it release the sperm, then sperm will able to meet the female reproducing cells, gamete, germ cells, that is egg. Okay, so male reproductive system is consist of what? One pair of testes, which put inside of which sperms or male cells are reproducing cells are formed. Okay. Secondly, what? One pair of vas deferens or sperm duct, which carries a sperm from the testis to the outside. Okay. Then accessory glands, their secretions help to sperm to survive. These glands names are what? Seminal, vesical, prostate gland, Cowper's gland, bulbourethral gland, such like glands. Then it will meet with the urethra and goes out through the penis. Okay. Then by uniting with the urethra from the urinary bladder, goes out through the penis. And male nextly what? Glans penis, a copulatory organ is present. Because urogenital system, urine also goes out through the penis, and sperm also goes out at the time of sex, sexual tendency. Sperm also goes out to the same part, that is the penis. So that's all about the male reproductive system. Okay. Now female reproductive system we'll discuss on next session. That female, how female, there is female reproductive system also present. What happened? Female also possesses one pair of ovary in their abdomen, one pair of ovary heavy. Ovary actually what will happen? Inside of which eggs are produced, but female reproductive cells are produced. Okay, but these are reminded there are 80,000 to 60,000 to 80,000 actually ovum mother cells which will produce the ovum. They are present at the time of before birth. These are actually goes to the ovary. Inside the ovary, these cells are actually already present. Okay, after birth to the, when it will present inside the ovary, but when it will get the sexual maturity, the mature time, and the brain will decide, the hormone will release to the ovary. Let me up to 12 onwards or 11 onwards, under the influence of the hormone, that from the ovum mother cells, ovums are produced. Okay, so one pair ovary, oviduct, then also uterus present, then cervix, then vagina, the female reproductive system. Before that, male, so female again we will discuss the next session 6, again discuss. But you see, male reproductive system, what will happen? One pair of testis, one pair of sperm duct, accessory gland, penis, copulatory organ. And male reproductive cells, those are produced inside the testis. These are what will happen? They are motile, head middle pistil, haploid, that means half number of chromosomes it contains. Okay, and what will happen? They can swim, because when they released inside the female genital tract, it can swim and go to the female ovum to fertilize. Okay, and thirdly, you see, male inside the testis actually have some tubules having, which are called as seminiferous tubules, and inside the tubules, male reproductive cells, sperms are found. Okay, and always mind, daily millions of sperm are produced. Daily millions of sperms are produced. Whereas in next class we will discuss inside the ovum, in a month or in a cycle. Next we will show, because female sexual maturity, when so at that time menstrual cycle also occurs. That means uterus wall detached if fertilization not take place. So when uterus is discharged, then blood along with the unfertilized eggs goes out. That is called the menstrual cycle. So female indication that when menstrual cycle starts, that means sexual power she is attending. When she will attend the sexual power, at that time menstrual cycle also starts. So what will happen? One ovum is released along with the uterine endometrium. So that's why bleeding also occurs 2 to 3 days, 3 to 5 days. So bleeding from the uterus occurs. That is called as a period. Okay, menstrual cycle. So inside the cycle, that means in 1 month only one ovum is released by the female. Ovum or egg. Okay, inside the cycle period, only one ovum is released or egg is released by the female when they will get their sexual maturity under the influence of the hormone. And also ovary also releases the estrogen hormone, due to which female sexual characters like the breast development, mammary gland development, okay, pubic hairs, and their female sexual or secondary sexual character also develop, also shown by them, also shown by them. But what will happen? Males daily produces millions of gametes, reproduction cells, sperms. But whereas female inside a cycle, only one ovum is released. So in a year, you may say that 12 or 13 eggs are released by the eggs, or female reproductive cells are released by the female, by the ovary of the female. It will continue at a level actually 45, after it will stop. Okay, 45 to 55 it will start, onset 12 onwards, stop in the 45 to 55. Where males there is not such as male fermentation is going on up to old age also. So that is a difference also male female reproductive. So that's about the male reproductive system. In next again we will coach the female another part, female reproductive system, along with the some another precaution also, how reproduction stop such like. So that's all today. Okay, any question you may ask in the female doubt in classes. Okay.